Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. This is actually going to be my final video for tonight. Alright, so as you all know, I'm part Native American. So this is my Indigenous Month video. So I want to talk to y'all about the video that is in question right now and the video that I should be making. Alright, so more or less I'm basically going to ask you, what do you want me to do for Indigenous Month? Now, Thanksgiving is next week, and then the week after that, this month is over. Alright, I'm not going to get any war paint or anything like that. I'm not going to get in a Native American suit because I don't have one, not a real one. I have one I got from the Party Stars here. Actually, I got two because one of them I don't have pants for. The one that I don't have pants for looks a hell of a lot more authentic than the one that I actually do have pants for. Because the one that I do have pants for looks more like it would be something that Thundar the Barbarian wore instead of an actual Native American. Okay? So, being this Native American month or Indigenous Peoples Month, yeah, you gotta comb that grease through. Now you see why I don't have curls. That Royal Crown grease works wonders. Now what I'm going to do after I peel this comb off my head is I'm going to comb all this shit to the back with a brush. And I'm going to put on a cap to go to hell to sleep. So, Indigenous Peoples Month. Why of all months would it be November? I want to refer y'all to this video about the truth of Thanksgiving. Now, before I seen this video, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Thanksgiving was my favorite holiday because it was the only thing I had to my Native American ties. Seeing this video, the truth about Thanksgiving, it kind of busted me up. It destroyed my fantasy. And in other videos, I've talked about this, about how me being multicultural, I feel racism. Like, literally, I feel racism more than most people. Alright? Whether you choose to agree with that or not, that's up to you. The truth of the matter is, I feel racism more than most people. Alright? And the thing about that, you know, you don't really feel racism if it doesn't affect the race that you come from. You know? And since I come from 3 different prominent races on American soil, Native Americans, blacks, and whites. And Native Americans are biologically Asian. I have to keep reminding myself this so that the guy that I lost that bet to won't pop up out of the woodworks and say, "Hey James, remember that time?" Because those are like some of the worst words that anybody can ever tell you. Unless it's good memories, and those weren't bad memories. So, you know, if he came up and said, "Remember that time we sat in the library at Piedmont and read all these Native American facts and stuff," which was cool because he taught me more about me than I knew about me. You can always learn something new every day. If you're not learning, you ain't living. That was a quote that was given to me by somebody that I once knew. I still believe in that quote. Even this much time has passed. I still believe in that quote. I will always believe in that quote because it is the truth. If you ain't living, you ain't learning. If you don't learn one thing new every day, then you ain't learning fast enough or you ain't living large enough. I would say I'm probably doing a little bit of both. I'm not living large enough for one. People keep getting in my way, not taking accountability or responsibility, which is slowing me down. And 2, there's always something new to learn. You just got to be willing to look for it and learn it, which most of us are not. No. So let's start with Pocahontas. Powhatan Princess Pocahontas, who was 14 years old and was pulling old dudes like John Smith and John Roth. I think his last name was Roth. And I need my toenails clipped to some kind of bad. I'll have to do that tomorrow, if I remember. Now, Pocahontas is a hero and a princess, with a few twists. She married a white man and moved to England and got her name changed. I believe it was to Elizabeth. Let's find out. What was Pocahontas' European name?
Pocahontas was named Amanute at birth and went by the name Matoaka. She supposedly earned the nickname Pocahontas, which means playful one, because of her happy, inquisitive nature.
And when she married John Roth? Anything else? Let's find out. Okay, well, she was born in Ruracocoma, Virginia. Go Pocahontas. Thomas Rolfe is her son, but is not telling me what the frack her European name was. Alright, let's find out more. Okay, talking about John Roth. This ain't giving me what I want. This is the thing about like technology. If I needed something, I can never find it. If I didn't need something, that shit would drop on me like a dime. I'm pretty sure it was Elizabeth, but we're gonna find out because I'm gonna do more research on this thing. The true story of the first story, favorite daughter of the Powhatan. True story behind Pocahontas. Pocahontas died from. Why is Pocahontas famous? Pocahontas was a Native American woman born around blah blah blah. Let's click there. And it's not working, so let's go Wikipedia Pocahontas. Alright. Everything that thing just said was right, and it just said it again. But what did she change her name to when she married John Roth? Captured, held ransom. Right. She married a tobacco planter that was John Roth. She bore him a son, Thomas Roth. She died in Europe, so I know that part is somewhat fact. But what the heck did she change her name to when she moved to England with John Roth? Statue of Pocahontas, which we don't have in Charlottesville. We have Sacagawea. References. I know she changed her damn name to something else. Why is it so hard to find stuff on Google, but, you know, Instagram or Facebook pops up like it ain't nothing? Pocahontas Encyclopedia, where did that go? Oh, for God's sake. This is not talking about Pocahontas. This is talking about black people. The first black people to vote. Awesome. Alright. Let's see. Pocahontas and John Smith, facts and quotes. Rebecca, not Elizabeth, later known as Rebecca Roth, was a Native American who assisted English colonists during the first few years in Virginia. I knew it was something. I don't know why I thought it was Elizabeth, but it's Rebecca. There you go. So, Pocahontas, when she married John Rolfe, changed her name to Rebecca. She lived out her latter days in England. She had one son. Not many years back, probably late 90s, early 2000s, Wayne Newton was trying to get Pocahontas' bones returned back to native land and native soil. And that fight didn't go over too well. And he didn't win. No. So I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about Pocahontas. I guess sometime before the end of this week, because Thanksgiving is coming, before the end of this week, I will probably do another Native American video. Thanks for watching. Good night, everyone.